Namaste. Let us begin our meditation. We'll chant some moksha mantras to create a nice mood and vibration in our body and mind and in our gathering, our Sangha. Sit up straight. Make the spine, neck and head in one vertical straight line. Take a few deep breaths. Full yogic breath. Inhale fully abdomen, chest, shoulders. Exhale slowly and continuously. Relax the shoulders, chest, abdomen. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and continuously. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and continuously. Inhale. Exhale. Now let the breath flow gently, normally in and out. Just observe that natural breath as it flows in and out. Don't try to influence it. It is happening naturally. Just sit back, observe the breath as it flows in and out. Now consciously withdraw the mind from all thoughts and distractions and focus the mind at the point between the eyebrows. This point is referred to as the third eye, Ajna Chakram. It is really the seat of consciousness. Train your mind to rest at that point. Whenever you become aware that your mind has moved away, bring it back to this point of focus. Keep your attention at that point. Don't allow your mind to wander. Become aware that this has moved away, bring it back. In time, you'll become aware of a throbbing, pulsating sensation. You'll feel a pulse at that point. Use the rhythm of that pulsation to repeat your mantra. If you don't have a mantra, simply repeat Om, Om, mentally, continuously. Don't allow your mind to wander. Don't allow it to think of any other things. Keep the mind on the mantra. If you don't have a mantra, you simply repeat Om, 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 mentally, continuously. I continue like that for a while. We'll continue with chanting. Chant Rama. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Pahima. Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Pahima. Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Rakshama. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Pahima. Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Rakshama. Sharavana Bhava, Sharavana Bhava, Sharavana Bhava, Pahima. Subramanya, 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 Rakshama. Jaya Saraswati, Jaya Saraswati, सरस्वती जय सरस्वती पाहि मां। श्री सरस्वती श्री सरस्वती रक्ष मां। जय गुरु शिव गुरु हरि गुरु राम गुरु परम गुरु अद्वैत गुरु आनंद गुरु चिद गुरु चिद गना गुरु चिन्माया गुरु Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Shivaya Namo, Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo, Namah Shivaya. Samba Sada Shiva, Samba Shivo Mara. Har 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 Namah Shivaya. Play a few ragas, Rama. These are a few ragas from our 108 ragas. We'll learn 108 ragas easily. Those of you who have the raga book will tell you what page you can find it.
Page 154.
154. 154.
राग अहीर भैराग सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा सा नी ध पा मा गा रे सा गुरु चरना ना चित्त जाओ गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ वाहिगुरु ध्यान धरले मन जा गुरु चरनाना चित्त जा गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ वाहिगुरु ध्यान धरले मन जा गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ गुरु की महिमा देव मुनि जाने गुरु की महिमा देव मुनि जाने वेद पुराण सबही बताने वेद पुराण सबही बताने वाहिगुरु ध्यान धरले मन जा गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ गुरु की महिमा देव मुनि जाने गुरु की महिमा देव मुनि जाने वेद पुराण सबही बखाने वेद पुराण सबही बखाने वाहिगुरु ध्यान धरले मन जा गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ गुरु चरना गुरु चरना गुरु चरनाना चित्त जाओ राग बैरागी भैराग सा रे मा पा नी सा सा नी ध म रे सा कर्म करो मुझे करतार कर्म करो मुझे करतार कर ही सताज तू ही जवार, तू ही सताज तू ही जवार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार। दीन दुनी को तू है दाता, दीन दुनी को तू है दाता, राजा पिया को कर बेरा पार, राजा पिया को कर बेरा पार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार। तू ही सताज तू ही जवार, तू ही सताज तू ही जवार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार। दीन दुनी को तू है दाता, दीन दुनी को तू है दाता, राजा पिया को कर बेरा पार, राजा पिया को कर बेरा पार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार, कर्म करो मोहे करतार। राग भैरव। सारे गामा पा धा नी सा, सा नी ध पा मा ग रे सा, सा ग मा पा धा पा। मेहर की नजर कीजिए, मेहर की नजर कीजिए, सुख संपत्ति सब कीजिए। तू करीम करता, मेहर की नजर कीजिए, मेहर की नजर कीजिए, सुख संपत्ति सब कीजिए। तू करीम करता, मेहर की नजर की, नित उत आसति हारे, नित उत आसति हारे, साप नजर तेरे दर का दिखारी, जग में करम फजल की शर्म रख लीजिए, मेहर की नजर कीजिए। उत आसति हारी, नित उत आसति हारी, साप नजर तेरे दर का दिखारी, जग में करम फजल की शर्म रख लीजिए, मेहर की नजर कीजिए, मेहर की नजर कीजिए, मेहर की नजर।
I'll continue this week with some more guidance on meditation. The ideal, the goal, is to take you to that point where your mind becomes calm, steady, peaceful, without a ripple, without any thoughts. Then you abide in your real nature. You experience without any conditioning that you are divine. But other times, man identifies with the thought waves in the mind. So everything that you're doing that you call yoga, sadhana, spiritual life, is really to bring you to that point when you sit for meditation, to bring the mind to that state of calmness, peacefulness, and abide in your real nature that you are divine. So everything that you do should help you to quiet the mind. To be able to do this, you have to develop focus and concentration. While the mind is scattered, while it's in a state of agitation, you are not experiencing who you really are as divinity, as divine. So, all the practices that you're doing is to help you to develop focus, concentration. For there to be concentration, you have to have attentiveness. You have to withdraw the mind from all that is distracting it, all that is creating turbulence in the mind. Withdraw the mind from it. So that is why you sit quietly in a quiet place, a comfortable place. So the body will not distract you. The environment will not distract you. Find a quiet place, clean place, comfortable place. You want to be comfortable. Or else the body will be a distraction. It will distract you. There are so many obstacles to meditation. Meaning, so many obstacles, so many ways or things that can distract the mind, agitate the mind. So, in essence, what you're trying to do is to reduce the agitation in the mind. It's not a magic formula or a pill that you take. Of course, people try this. This is what they feel, that to quiet the mind, to escape the mind, reduce the thoughts, they take something, take this, take that, take a pill. And this is what people equate spiritual life to. Take something that will numb the mind, deaden the mind. Smoke a few joints, snort this, snort that, take this pill, take that pill. I think that's the way to escape the mind. That is not the way to harness the power of your mind. That is abusing the mind. So, for you to enhance the power of the mind, to be able to experience the power of the mind, you have to develop concentration, focus, concentration. For there to be concentration, you have to have attentiveness. Withdraw the mind. Focus it within. Suggest that you focus this at the point between the eyebrows. And to assist in this process of concentration, use a mantra. One mantra, not jumping from one to the other. In the beginning, we chant a few mantras. They're called moksha mantras, mantras that have to do or deal with the loving aspect of the divine. And you don't have to use all of them for your meditation, just use one. If you don't have any mantra, just simply repeat Om. Rama, pass me the mala bead, please. And the continuous repetition of the mantra is called japa. To assist in this process, use a mala bead, or we call it a rosary. And this consists of 108 beads. There's a tuft here, it's called a guru bead. And you allow the mala bead to, you have the ring finger and the thumb. Bring it together like this. And let the mala bead flow or till it in that valley there. And you use the middle finger to, every time you repeat one mantra, you move one bead. Om, 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 Om. You could let it rest in your left hand like this, and you bring the bead by your heart center, and very comfortably, mentally repeat the mantra, Om, 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 whatever it is. If you have a mantra, you say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, or Om Jesus, Om Jesus, whatever your mantra is. And this also acts as a timepiece. When you reach to the end of it, around, then you turn it around, you don't go past the guru bead. You continue like that. If you find from practice it takes you 5 minutes to go all the way around, and you want to sit for half an hour, six rounds of japa will be half an hour. So in this way, you don't have to keep opening your eyes, looking at the watch or the clock. 6 times, 6, 5, 30 minutes. So it acts as a timepiece also. And practice like this for many years, you'll find that it takes quite a long time to really gain control of the mind, focus of the mind, where the mantra goes on spontaneously, automatically. You may not need this, but people, many years in their sadhana, they find this a very useful tool. Tonight, we harvested so many mangoes. We had a big breeze and a lot of the mangoes fell. The green mangoes. And gather the mangoes, we peel it, and we made mango chutney. And they gave me mango chutney to eat just before I came to do satsang. So that became an obstacle. Belching. Acid came up in my throat, so I could feel the effect of it right now. So now you know that you don't eat just before you start meditation, especially chutney, mango chutney. Okay? So it becomes an obstacle. So please excuse me, forgive me. Now I know that, don't worry about the students and the disciples encouraging you.
taste this chutney, eat this chutney. I know better. Okay? So it's not going to happen again, hopefully. So everything you do that you call yoga should help you to develop focus, concentration. I also suggest that as soon as you sit down to practice meditation, chant the name of the Lord. Start with Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. This is the aspect of the divine Ganesha that helps to overcome obstacles. Even though I chant Ganesha mantra, it still didn't prevent the acid to come up in my throat. After that, you chant the name of the Guru. Om Gum Guru Bhyo Namaha. Om Gum Guru Bhyo Namaha. You need the right guidance. So you invoke the blessings of the Guru to guide you on the right path in your sadhana. Then you chant the mantra for Saraswati. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. An aspect of the divine that will enlighten your intellect. Give you knowledge, self-knowledge, knowledge of how to do sadhana and so. So these three, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gum Guru Bhyo Namaha, Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. If you want, you could go on chanting more mantras or go into meditation, contemplation, using your mala bead to repeat your mantra. Do japa. Very effective way to develop focus and concentration. Also, before you start your meditation, you could do some tratakam. Tratakam means gazing exercise. You could use a dot on the wall, a point on the wall, focus. You could use a candle, keep the candle about 10 feet away and at eye level, in a windless place, of course. So the flame of the candle remains very steady and you gaze at the candle with a relaxed eye. Don't strain your eyes, just very relaxed. You look at the flame of the candle, breathing normally. You could do this while you're repeating your mantra also. And do it for between 5 to 10 minutes. And this is also one of the Shad Kriyas, the cleansing exercise, but it's very effective in developing focus and concentration. And when you close your eyes and continue to visualize the flame at the point between your eyebrows. You want your mind to be as steady as the flame of the candle in a windless place, of course. Continue. These are things that you can do, but it's not really jumping from one thing to another. It's a continuous flow until you have your eyes closed and you continue your japa, meditation. This will eventually take you to a very deep state of relaxation, of concentration. Then it will lead you into meditation. The same practice will take you into the transcendental state. As the mind becomes quieter, the agitation in the mind becomes less and less. It is taking you closer to that state where you'll be able to transcend this level of duality and abide in your real nature. So, understanding these basic principles, you see how meditation is a very simple thing. It's not complicated. You don't have to keep jumping from one technique to another technique to another technique. It's another way of the mind, keeping you in that state of bondage. Same focus, same concentration will lead you into meditation, into the transcendental state. Transcending means you're transcending all the limitations of body, senses, mind, intellect, and ego. To reach that fourth level, fourth state that we call samadhi, nirvana, turiya. As the mind tends more and more to that state of quietness, you'll find time will pass, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, it doesn't matter. It will seem as if you just close your eyes and open. At the end of it, you feel recharged, refreshed, calm, peaceful. Because during that time, you're abiding in your real nature, Satchidananda state. So, in your everyday life, how you conduct yourself, how you live your life, how you do your duty, all of this will determine whether you're nurturing the mind or bringing the mind to that state of quietness, freedom. Philosophically, we understand that there are 3 defects in the mind. Mala, vikshepa, varna. Mala means the impurities in the mind. What are the impurities in the mind? The mala, impurities, meaning the lower emotions, the lower nature of lust, anger, greed, hatred, jealousy, envy, and fear. It's referred to in some religion as the 7 deadly sins: lust, anger, greed, hatred, jealousy, and fear. And this is what saturates the mind. The mind is all the time in these modes, lusting all the time for pleasure, or name, fame, and so on. And if you examine, analyze these lower emotions, you'll find that this is a cause of the agitation in the mind. Agitation in the mind is an effect of how much you are dominated, how much the mind is dominated by the lower nature. In order to be able to rise above the lower nature of lust, anger, greed, hatred, jealousy, envy, and fear, you have to practice, substitute the opposite. opposite to the lower nature. So you substitute love, compassion, mercy, generosity, forgiveness, patience, tolerance. Does it take just a few minutes of sitting and miraculously you're free from the lower nature? No. It's not a switch that you switch off from the lower nature. No, I switch on to the higher nature. Takes many, 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 many incarnations of conscious striving to rise above the habit that you have cultivated from the lower existence. Mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, moving through all the billions of species and so on. So this is what you harvested when you transit into the human species. That is why that dominates your personality. For your nature is immersed so much in the lower nature. But we don't even realize it. We just go along with it. It becomes something natural, your nature to be like that. Until, through God's grace, you wake up to the understanding there must be more to this life than eating, drinking, sleeping, procreating. That's all what the animals do. As a human being, you're endowed with amazing technology, this human body, with a mind, with an intellect, rational thinking, and most important, self-awareness. These technologies that you worked for, strive for, it is to be used to take you further to that state of realizing that you are divine, to accelerate this process. But if you don't have right guidance and right understanding, right discrimination and so on, we use this technology to degrade our consciousness more. The moment you wake up, there must be more to this life. Then you, through God's grace or your own striving through many, many incarnations, wake up, you seek right association, meet your Guru, and so on. And you are guided to strive for higher values and real goal and purpose of your life. When you think about it, in this life here, everything that you do is habit, man. You wake up in the morning is habit. You brush your teeth, habit, and so on. And let us say, through wrong practice, wrong way of living, you develop a habit that says smoking cigarette. Another somebody will tell you all the amazing benefits of smoking. Even on the package it says this thing will kill you. Smoking cigarette will kill you. It comes from the authority, the Governor General, or what do you call it? Surgeon General. May I still you try it? A few times you develop a habit with it. To get rid of that habit, how much effort it takes. Sometimes some people, not in one lifetime, they don't get rid of it. Much less the habit of greed, selfishness, lust, hatred, jealousy, envy. These are habits because you practice it so many billions of incarnations.
So if somebody tell you, use this technique here, this formula, and you'll be able to rid yourself of the lower nature and all those habits and reach samadhi. It has not been my experience. It takes many, many, many lifetimes. And if in this lifetime you find that you have that strong will, you're not dominated by greed and selfishness and hatred and jealousy. Just rejoice in that fact that you have evolved to this point. This is the effect of your many, many lifetimes of striving. Should not discourage you, and Shankaracharya in his book that he wrote, that it takes 100 billion well-lived incarnations to reach enlightenment. That shouldn't discourage you. But if you find that in this lifetime you are not tyrannized by greed and selfishness and jealousy, and it means that many, many billions of incarnations you have made the effort, man. Rejoice in it. If you're able to meet somebody, you have the blessing to meet somebody that is have less and less of these bad habits. They're worthy of adoration. In childhood, I was blessed in being in the association of a few people like that. My scout master, my parents, my beloved. That's one person I never see had to practice to be kind and loving and generous and forgiving. It's not in her nature. Her nature was to be loving, to be kind, truthful, sincere. For some people, by virtue of many, many, many incarnations, they are able to cultivate in their personality that nature to be loving, to be kind, be truthful, sincere, honest. That is the goal of life. You will find that you want freedom, you want moksha, you want to be liberated. This is how you become liberated. To free yourself from the lower nature. Not by taking another drug, sniffing this and sniffing that and chewing the mushrooms. That's not how you free yourself. That's the way to remain in bondage or to sink deeper in bondage, in addiction. Cultivate good habits. Chant the name of God. Do yoga. Do breathing exercises. Do sadhana. Do karma yoga. Develop some good habits that will free you. You'll experience freedom with every effort that you make. Chant the name of God, man. Chant your mantra. Chant. In this day, age of communication, everything becomes so available readily. I have created myself through the grace of my Guru 56 CDs of bhajan, kirtan, shlokas, chants, mantras, ragas. It's all available. If you don't have the affordability and so on, write Yogi Hari's Ashram, man. We'll send you free, whatever you want.
if you can afford and still want it free, then you're creating bad karma for yourself. It's all available. I've created how many DVDs, videos, different programs, levels of yoga. I used to call it Yoga at Home with Yogi Hari. Just put it on there and it's as if I'm just sitting there teaching you, guiding you personally, privately. Just completed my project of Sampoorna Hatha Yoga. From the very beginning, they're very basic, so taking you step by step to the point of enlightenment. It's all available. The 56 CDs have all the transliteration, the meaning, and so on. You can learn. For enlightenment, you don't have to learn all of it. Just chant your mantra to quiet your mind. And that's it. One of the main defects of the mind is mala, impurities of the mind. The effect of that is vikshepa, jumping nature of the mind. And the other disease of the mind is avarana, the veiling power, wrong identification. You're identifying with everything else but who you are. You are divine. You're the spirit, the soul, the Atman. The problem is that all these veils that we pile up on the Atman through many incarnations. So we are conditioned to identify with everything that we are not. So through right understanding, right guidance, right practice, little by little, you're becoming enlightened as to who you really are. For over 50 years now, I've been teaching this course. Never used to call it Yoga Teachers Training Course. My guru started it. Saw the need for it. Just come and spend some time in the ashram. Help you to develop some good habits, which will become eventually something natural in your lifestyle. Which little by little, depending on your involvement, how urgent you feel that it is for you to experience liberation, freedom, moksha. It's available to you because that is your real nature. You don't have to go somewhere for it to find enlightenment, liberation. That is who you are. Just seek the guidance of how to travel that path. To leave behind everything that is keeping you in bondage, slavery. Every month we are conducting what we call Yoga Teachers Training Course. The first 2 weeks of every month. Just to be able to make it available to people. The problem is people don't even know that it's existing. Those of you who get to know, take advantage of it. A wise person will not put it off. It's a habit that we have. We procrastinate, put off what is important for us. Leave it for later on. People think later on I'll be involved in yoga, in spiritual life, when I get old. It's not going to happen. The older you get, all you'll be thinking of is what medication to take, which doctors to go to. I'm 78 years old. It's only yoga that keeps me functioning. I was 22 years old, medicated, incurable. The moment I started yoga, I started to free myself from the bondage of ill health, medication. 8 years ago, I broke my back working on this place without much awareness. Go to lift a big rock up quickly. L5 is ruptured, L4 is bulging, bedridden for a while. So only yoga helped me. My daughter said I need a primary care doctor. Primary care. I set up all the appointments and I went taking all the tests and so on. When they asked me, what medication do you take? I don't take medication. You don't take medication? What's wrong with you? Something must be wrong with you. You're not taking medication. That's the world in which we live in. God's grace, good karma, thanks to my gurus, childhood to now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto Thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Thou art Satchidananda. Thou art existence, knowledge, and bliss absolute. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptations and to control the mind. Free us from egoism, lust, anger, greed, hatred, and jealousy. Fill our hearts with divine virtues. Let us behold Thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve Thee in all these names and forms. Let us ever remember Thee. Let us ever sing Thy glories. Let Thy name be on our lips. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever. Bolo Satguru Shivananda Maharaj ki, all devotees ki. Om Shanti.